Today I'll be covering my Bretonnian collection and how I go about painting them. This is my first night in a red and yellow colour scheme. I tried to stick to the rules of heraldry, no metal on metal, no colours mixing. Same with this one. This is a turquoise on white. Turquoise, although not in the original 5 colours, it is in one of the subsets. I'm not too bothered, it looks good. The unicorn, I also tried a little rainbow. There wasn't enough space for all of the colours, but I believe that it still looks quite good as it is. This is my new project. I'll be painting this purple, as you will see in today's video. Quick info about me. I paint Warhammer, I don't play it. I'm continuously trying out new ways to paint, and I hope that I can bring you along on my journey as I find myself through fantasy and 40k in general. These are all the pieces I require for my Bretonnian Night. I have primed it already. I've just run out of primer, unfortunately, but this is the general pieces I will need. This wet palette is by Red Grass Games. I find this is an amazing help whilst painting. I haven't had any problems. It's a little bit hard, but it works like a charm. Paints wise, for purple, I'm using Citadel's Naggaroth Night. Horse colour wise, you can do anything you choose, but browns are generally a good idea. I use Streaking Grime to shade this brown and darken it down slightly. The colour of the horse's coat is irrelevant. You can choose any colour which you wish and any design, as Bretonnian Knights are meant to be a variety of designs. As you can see with my previous 2, they don't look the same, they have different colours, different markings, different heraldry. I do several coats, as this purple is quite thin. It doesn't look too great on camera now, but I do sort this out later. This is Dirt Splatter by Army Painter. You can use any leathery brown. I use this for my saddles and straps. Silver can be any silver you choose. This one is an Army Painter silver as well, and I will be shading this with a wash soon after. This is both sides with all of their base colours blocked in, apart from the tail. I didn't show it, but this is an Army Painter dark tone wash, and this is it dried. As you can see, it's shaded the purple nicely, and I've also reapplied some white to make the lines smoother. Citadel Screamer Pink will be used for the purple highlights initially. I did blend this with the original purple, about half and half to get this tone. This is the pure Screamer Pink colour, and I just did corners. This is a Vallejo skin tone. I'm using this on the horse's face for some highlights. These highlights I did find were a bit too extreme, so as you can see I adjusted them later on and darkened them down. As you can see, I've darkened down the highlights, and I did this by using a watery brown back over them. Skeleton and Bone by Army Painter. I use this for leather scratches. I do this by doing a slight outline and then feathering on some small scratches into the leather. I used a regular black colour to outline the shield that's on the horse's body. I did this for all 4 of these. I used Soft Tone by Army Painter, thinned down with some airbrush flow improver, just to dirty up the white to give it this yellow, warmish tone. As you can see, I start the freehand work for all the crests. For this one, I decided to do just a few white lines and diagonals. I had to try and match all 4 as good as I could, and I'll be doing the same on the shield that the knight carries. At this point I consider the horse done, and I'm free to start work on the knight. I won't show you as I just use the same colours already on my palette, just readjusted for the knight, silver chainmail, the cloth was white and purple, same techniques applied in exactly the same way. Here you can see I start with the iconography on the shield, doing this the same pattern that I did on the horse's cloak. I'm trying to be as neat as I can. I do think at the end of it is a bit off centre. I'm just using Corax White and slowly and carefully placing in the line work. As you can see here, I am gluing the shield in place onto my knight. It's at this point in the painting process that I believe the horse to be complete, and now time to start working on the basing. This is the Geek Gaming Patchy Plains basing mix, and to adhere this to the base I just used PVA glue. I super glued the horse onto the base once dry, and I'm now using the Goblin Green by Vallejo colour to do the rim of the base. I like to use 2 coats for the base just to try and smooth out the Goblin Green and give it a uniform colour. I also try and get into the cracks by the edge of the base mix just to fill in a bit of the blank spaces. And this is the completed model.